Morning. I only remember my dreams first thing in the morning, so welcome to my bed. My first dream was about my best friend Jessica, and Jessica, she watches these videos. She knows I love her, but you know what, Jess? You could also be such a brat. Like the other night, we were playing Mario Kart Wii. I'm already in 12th place. I keep running into things. I'm really bad at the game. And she sits right behind me. And she starts going, Zoe, 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 Zoe! And just totally freaking me out. So that I just can repeatedly keep running off the edge and laughing maniacally. And I'm sure this was very entertaining for her, but it's very frustrating for me. So this dream is basically a concentrated day of Jessica's worst meanness. Like, we were meeting new people for this competition thing, and I was just joking around and trying to get to know them, and she was like, Zoe, don't try to be cool, everyone knows that you're a loser. I started telling people embarrassing stories about me, and I was like, okay, what's the point of that? And then every time I would lose something, because it was a competition day, so it was just full of games, she would tease me mercilessly and just mock me all day, and I was getting really angry. And then we had this race, and we were running beside each other for a long time, and then she started getting ahead of me, and she just started laughing oh my god, you suck at everything. I just started laughing so much, and then I chased her down and tried to strangle her. I didn't succeed, I think. My brain switched dreams. I think it got a little disturbed. Jess, I promise to never try to strangle you because you're not really that mean. Only in small amounts sometimes. Love you anyways. And then I had a dream that I was at a fancy Google party thing, a party for Google. And it was really fancy. And Harry Potter was there, but nobody was paying enough attention to him, so he was like, I'm gonna go into the kitchen and ruin all the food. And then everyone was like, oh man, what's he doing now? And then there was this girl who was an MC for the night, and she was like, guys, I'm too quiet to talk to him, so can you all cheer really loudly for him, and then he will be happy and not screw with the food? And first of all, why is she the MC if she's a quiet person? I don't know. Anyways, we did, and he was like, oh, alright, I love you guys still. There's this fancy lady who is the queen of Google, and there's this guy from Bing there as well, and he kept walking up to her and walking away. And then one time he came up and he was like, what's a good drink to get? And she was like, this one's pretty good. And he came back with it a few minutes later, and he spilled it on her napkin. And he was like, oh, burns. And we weren't that impressed or shocked or anything. And then I had one last dream where people were shooting at me, and I was in a parking lot, and then a guy jumped off a building, and I was like, no, don't jump off a building. But then he came back, and I was like, how did you not die when you jumped off that building? And he was like, I have magic shoes that bounce me. And I was like, oh, okay. I just want to go back to sleep.
At which point my camera promptly ran out of memory space because, let's face it, I ramble, so I got up to upload it to my computer and made French toast. It was good, although it was made with pumpernickel bread, which is salty, so it tastes a little strange, but you know, you cover anything with maple syrup and you're golden. People often talk about dreams having meaning, and I'm not really sure whether mine have meaning or not, but I kind of hope they don't because I have really weird dreams, and I don't know what that would mean. Although they're pretty varied. Once I had a dream that I was in my room and my mom was like, hey Zoe, bring your dishes downstairs, and then I did. What is that flashing light? My battery's dying, my battery's dying! I guess now's as good a time as any to end the video, and then I will see you later!